If your Pinterest account isn't growing and you have no idea why, it might be time to take a step back to look at your strategy and do a bit of an account audit to clean up your Pinterest account. I've recently purged a lot of pins off my account, deleted boards, merged boards, updated keywords, and really cleaned up my Pinterest account. Here's exactly what I did to my account and what you should do to yours as well. And all of these techniques and tips that I have applied, I've learned in a new course that I'm taking called Pinteresting Strategies. So if you want to learn more and grow your Pinterest account, check out the course linked down below in the description. The first thing that you want to do is define your niche. I am constantly updating and redefining what my niche is on Pinterest and on my blog. And that will help me make sure that I know where I am and what I need to be delivering to my audience, and more importantly, helping my audience understand what type of content I'm going to be delivering. It's important that you have a specific niche so that you can speak directly to your audience and exactly what their problems are. You want to understand your audience's wants and needs so that you can create content based around that, answering questions that they have. If you find yourself going too far off brand or pinning things that don't really matter, this might be a good time to take a look at your account and kind of rein it back in a little bit. You might want to look at your blog posts that you've done or things that you've pinned and trim things that are off niche or off brand off of your account. Make sure to get super clear on your niche if you want to do well on Pinterest. Now that doesn't mean that you can't have a board or two that is off brand, but I like to keep my account super on brand, super on niche, and I save anything that I really want to pin for secret boards, which is an option that you can do. If you really want to pin wall art or nail ideas or whatever on your branded Pinterest account, you can save those in a secret board and then it won't show up on your account, it won't mess up your stats, anything like that. And you can still have fun on your Pinterest account. The next thing you may need to do is consolidate boards or merge them together. You only want to have active boards on your Pinterest account. If you have a board that you haven't pinned on in months and it's not particularly necessary or vital to your Pinterest account, then either merge it with another one that is active or get rid of it altogether. You don't want to have a bunch of inactive boards onto your Pinterest account or ones that you don't pin very frequently to, because that can actually hurt you. I used to recommend starting out with 10 to 15 boards when you are starting your Pinterest account, but after going through Pinteresting strategies, I learned that that's actually not what you want to be doing, and you want to start with a small amount of boards instead so that you can frequently and consistently pin on those. You basically want to keep as many boards on your account that you can keep active all at once, and that is it. You don't need any more than that. I recently did this with my account and trimmed down the amount of boards that I have and ones that I wasn't pinning on, and it really helped me figure out what pins I'm actually going to be pinning boards to, because I didn't have a ton of options. I kept my options pretty limited. And then once you do all of this, you can delete any boards that you no longer need. If it's either a board that you realize is off brand and you niche down, one that you don't pin to a lot and you don't think it's vital, or one that you merged boards with and now there's 0 pins on there, you can delete all of those. I don't, however, recommend deleting Pinterest pins that you've pinned with your board. So if you have a board that you no longer need, but you think those pins will fit better somewhere else, I recommend that you take those pins, put them onto a new board, and then delete the board. Now, you have a ton of pins on there that are repinned from other people. Those you can delete just fine, but if you have pins that you have pinned that link to your blog or Etsy or YouTube or wherever, you want to try your best to move those somewhere else. If you do delete pins that are yours, it's not necessarily going to hurt your account. Like, you can definitely do that, but I never recommend it because you never know when a pin is going to take off. Sometimes when I pin something, it'll be a dud, but it will take off in the next year or 2 or 3 even. So if you pin something and it doesn't do well right away, that doesn't necessarily mean it's never going to do well and you should delete it. Just go ahead, move it to a different board, and then get rid of any empty boards. However, if you notice that a pin is broken and the link doesn't work, for example, if you updated SEO on your blog and you changed the link to your blog post and that link just leads somewhere broken, those you do want to delete because those can potentially hurt your account, or it's just going to give a bad user experience if someone clicks on it and doesn't go to the blog post that it says that it's going to go to. I had this situation happen to me where I was forced to delete thousands of Pinterest pins because I changed my blog URL as a whole, and I had literally thousands of Pinterest pins that led it to broken and dead links. If you have a situation like that happen, those you are safe to get rid of because they're not going to help you anyway. And if you want to hear more about that situation, I talked about it in this video up here. All right, so we should be starting with a nice, fresh Pinterest account. All the boards you no longer need should be gone. All of the pins should be trimmed. Everything should be looking great. Now it's time to go and update the keywords on your account. Go through your account and make sure the boards are keyword researched the way that you want them to be. The descriptions are keyword researched researched well. You always want to have SEO keyword researched Pinterest descriptions and board titles so that Pinterest will know what your account is actually about. If you haven't already, I recommend downloading my free Pinterest keyword tracker. It's going to help you keep track of all the keywords on your account. It's going to make it easier when you're pinning and you need to write Pinterest descriptions every single week. I will leave a link to that down below in the description. It's free to sign up. Go ahead and grab it. Another thing you could do if you really want to is create board covers for your account. I think though, honestly, that these are becoming less and less important and you really don't need to have them because chances are most people are never going to go to your Pinterest account and they are never going to see your boards. I still have board covers on my account because I like them and they were already previously created, so there's really no point to going back and deleting them. But moving forward, if I don't have time, I'm not going to create any board covers. I don't think they're really necessary anymore. However, if you like them and you have the time, feel free to make them. And if you look at all of this stuff that we are currently working on and doing and you decide, I don't want to do this for myself, I actually offer Pinterest audits for you so that I can do all the keyword research, board merging, management, and all of that. I can do the Pinterest account audit for you. So if you want to check out my service, I will link that down below in the description if you're interested. Next, I want to show you the results of what this has done to my Pinterest account, and the results may shock you. So my account stats for the last 30 days are actually down. And you might look at this and think, well, then why in the world would I want to do this to my Pinterest account if it's clearly not working for you? But the thing is, these are the results that you should expect after cleaning your Pinterest account. Because if you think about it, I just deleted thousands of Pinterest pins that had links broken to them. I got rid of a bunch of pins that were repinned from other people. And this is all content types. So if I pinned somebody else's and that got impressions from my repin, then that factoring into what is down, I got rid of a lot of things. So of course, when you get rid of Pinterest pins and clean up your account stats are going to be going down. But we're only looking at a small window of 30 days. If we check out the entire year here, this is what my account looks like after looking at the entire year. 2.28 million impressions, a million total audience, 162K engagements. Like, my account is doing fine. And that's another thing with Pinterest too, is stats are always going to be up and down. I mean, you can see the impressions here, how insane I was doing for one random day in August. And then the beginning of the year, I wasn't doing very well, but that's a whole nother story, which I talked about in the video that I linked up there. There's always going to be ebbs and flows when it comes to Pinterest. And you kind of want to back up and look at everything as a whole, because if I look at just the last 30 days, then obviously I'm going to be disappointed by the results. And the reason that I'm showing you this is because I don't want you to get discouraged. If you clean up your Pinterest account, you take my advice, and then you see your stats going down, you go, oh crap, that didn't work at all. Why did I do this? It's happening to my account too. It's normal. It's natural. It's fine. This is going to help you going forward into the future because now your account is nice and clean and you can put your new Pinterest pins on there and do better in the future. If you want to check out the course that I'm taking called Pinteresting Strategies, I'll link that down below in the description. Definitely make sure to go check it out. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.